From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
You got something he wants you to hear.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you got a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kendall Beckwith able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Shakes off the sack. So he got free at 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And a big loss is here as he's taken down. Kendall Beckwith in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. Space to maneuver at the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let this go deep for... That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Deshaun Jackson, 54 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead.
Oh, you don't beat that dude, too? You don't beat that dude?
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Well, for the Kansas City Chiefs, as their offense takes the field again, the road to a first-round bye in the #1 overall seed, that hit a big speed bump week 15 with that 1-point loss to the Chargers, CD.
Yeah, it certainly did. It set the playoff picture on its ear, didn't it? I mean, when you think about it now, we kind of had Kansas City locked in as the #1 seed, but we'll have to see how it all plays. But here's the bottom line, though. It doesn't matter to me where Kansas City plays, whether at Arrowhead or they go on the road. That offense, it can travel with Patrick Mahomes at the controls.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mahomes going up top and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
That's what I'm playing.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Two running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Jameis to throw it. He's got Evans. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now Winston. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it. And this is caught by Jackson for a Buccaneer touchdown. Deshaun Jackson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And out come the Chiefs now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mahomes now on first down. Caught left side, Williams. And Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it.
But
right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Jameis on 2nd down. He's going to let this go deep for Jameis.
Man, you got to catch that. You can't do me like that.
Play
Man.
through the air on 2nd down.
You got to catch that no matter what.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Winston now. Complete. He finds Bray. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play for the Bucs there on third down. 44 yards.
Who is that, Mark?
So the big play
changes
the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First down, Winston. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity.
You play good on the game, I don't want you to have
he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Try to target him again deep there.
Like on Madden, they got him where he can't kick.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Jones.
Kind of speed.
Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Let's go now.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And Bray, the tight end's got it. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be taken short.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Winston. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Out to his left. Room to run past midfield. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Allen Bailey in on the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Let's go now.
From the gun, Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Hey, let's give it to
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it with Jones. About 3 yards there to the 27.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go now.
On play action, Winston, incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Jones.
Come on.
It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
There's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Cairo Santos, former Chiefs kicker, on for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense,
Running back
the way
coming
that
down,
this
he be
game is
running everywhere
going,
on
you're
the field.
excited to
You
see
can't
those
keep
points
loading.
go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're
I know
real
you- I know
excited
you're
to see
running
their
back killing
offense
him, though. I
score.
know
Now
you-
they
I
get
know
to
you
go
know
out
the
there and do
field.
their part.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 34.
Z. Ready. Green 39. Green 39.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. Stewart shedding through. Watkins, the intended receiver.
Good game, Tampa Bay. That would have taken them apart. Outmatched, but not outgunned, baby. We shooting out here.
Somebody call for the queen.